your host Noah Love, and today we're going. This is the second video that's going to be uploaded on the channel. The first video, by the time I'm recording this, is probably not up yet. It's about Desmond Bain to the Orlando Magic. I wanted to put my full thoughts and intention into that one video instead of just doing it in this pod. So yeah, this is going the pod. Hopefully, this will be up sometime today, obviously. But today we will be talking about the Thunder and Pacers game 4, and we will be previewing game 5. We will also be talking about Kevin Durant. Uh, where are his likely trade destinations? I will start getting into some NBA offseason talk. We'll start getting into some NFL season talk, considering that yes, I last year I did division predictions. I will do those again. I will also be previewing some of the big games in the NFL regular season, because there's kind of a dead period in here, and June and July was not, outside of baseball, not a lot of sports going on, so we will talk about those things. But let's get into it. Kevin Durant reportedly has 3 preferred trade destinations. Now, preferred doesn't mean he will get traded there. Spurs, Rockets, and Heat are his preferred destinations. Durant this season, he averaged 20, 26.6 boards, 4 assists, and a block, average about 36 minutes a game. Kevin Durant's trade saga appears to be entering its end game, and 3 teams have emerged as the Phoenix Suns Stars' preferred destinations. The Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, and Houston Rockets are the teams Durant would commit to long term. I don't know why he's saying long term, because he'll be out in about 3 years. But anyways, long term if traded, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. Durant has only 1 year remaining on his current deal and could elect free agency next summer if sent to a team he doesn't like. Despite Durant's preferences, the Suns have reportedly told 6 to 8 interested teams they will make the trade that is best for the franchise, even if it's outside of the trio above. All 3 teams present an intriguing potential supporting cast for Durant and questions about how feasible a trade really is. The Athletic reports a deal with Spurs or Rockets is looking unlikely for now, while the Heat were hesitant about parting ways with Khalil Ware and Jaime Jaquez Jr. during similar negotiations at the trade deadline. The Spurs entered this offseason in position to make a major move. There's little doubt in Victor Wembanyama as the future, if not current, superstar, and the team has already added some significant talent around the Frenchman. However, the team already has 2 major names at point guard in All-Star De'Aaron Fox and Rookie of the Year Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle is not a point guard; he is a 2 guard/a 3. And its best choice for a number 2 pick in the NBA draft appears to be Rutgers point guard Dylan Harper. We will see how that plays out. San Antonio trading the second pick for an established talent, especially a wing like Durant, has loomed as a major possibility all season. However, this team is also clearly built for the future, and trading young players for the 36-year-old Durant sounds questionable. The Rockets are further ahead than the Spurs, going 52-30 this season on a core of both younger players and veterans. Trading for Durant will likely require parting with some of those young players, though making a deal similarly complicated. As for the Heat, they have a Jimmy Butler size hole in the near future plans and might need to wonder if the aging Durant will really put them on the right track. One other team mentioned by the Athletic as being in on Durant is the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are reportedly not including wing Jaden McDaniels in any trade talk. The Star Tribune's Chris Hine reports the deal is currently unlikely there. Yeah, the Suns will want Jaden McDaniels in that. If a team outside of Durant preferred destination trades for him, they are betting on him either changing his mind down the line or having a spectacular single season with them. That complicates his market, but it's hard to imagine some teams won't remain interested. What are my thoughts on this? The Durant to the Rockets does not make them a championship caliber team. I believe they're a Western Conference Finals team at best. Uh, San Antonio, they're they're a playoff team next year, probably without Durant. At best, probably a conference finals team. Don't think they beat OKC. And then the Heat, they're a postseason team. I don't even know if they're a conference finals team. I mean, the East is wide open, so potentially, but I don't even know. The only team that maybe I could see that was included that may go to championship contender with Durant is the Timberwolves. But again, that kind of depends on who Minnesota trades. If they somehow do not trade Jaden McDaniels in the deal, then yeah. But most likely, I would assume Randall would be in the deal too. I would assume that's where he, he would be in the deal. So look, I don't know. I would obviously have to see the deal to tell you. But I don't know if Kevin Durant, to me, Giannis really shifts the balance of power, whether it is he turns your team into a championship contender, whatever. To me, right now, Durant, I mean, he'll make a team better, but will they push a team over a championship hump? I don't think so. San Antonio, I really don't think so, just because the inexperience of not really being in the playoffs, they have to make it first. And B, is Wemby going to take that MVP jump next year? I don't think that's next year. I think that's the year after that, which for him will be year 4. I think that's when he takes the MVP jump. Obviously, Houston, I don't see it being enough to beat OKC. I don't. I just don't see that. Miami, I mean the roster. I mean, unless you're somehow keeping Hero and Bam, which I assume one of them will have to be in the deal. Even if you do keep Hero and Bam, your depth is cooked. So I don't. Yes, would they be a decent team? Sure, maybe to even somewhere good. But I just don't believe in this day and age of the NBA you can just stack stars anymore. I think yes, you need a star or two, but you need that in depth. So I don't think Miami will really be a threat. Again, Minnesota, if they could keep some of their depth, maybe. But even again, with Kevin Durant, you're probably gonna have to trade a major player, a major player, a bench player that really helps you, and then some, and then which is part of depth, and then some picks. So again, I don't know if Kevin Durant puts one of these two teams or one of these 4 teams over the top. I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong. Minnesota, I'd probably be more likely to give into that because they were just in the conference finals and they've been in the conference finals the past 2 years. So if they made a move, but like they said, it was unlikely. So I don't know. Now they could trade him somewhere that's just completely out of left field that we did not see coming. But I don't know. I think Kevin Durant is interesting. To me, the most interesting one is Giannis if he wants to actually get traded because whoever he goes to me, that team instantly becomes a championship content. Instantly, almost becomes a championship contender. There's only 1 or 2 teams that I believe if they just mortgaged their future, they would not be championship contenders. One of them, I've seen the Knicks. That just be a franchise crushing trade. Considering yes, Brunson and Giannis will be great together, but then where's your depth? You have none. You already don't really have a lot. you would have absolutely none. It would just be Brunson, Giannis, and a bunch of dudes. So that's why they would be one of the teams if they tried to trade for him. But I don't think Leon Rose is trying to do that. Again, I don't think. I don't know, obviously. Um, so this Kevin Durant thing, it will be interesting. I don't I don't know how can I say this? I really obviously we don't know where he's gonna go, but I want you to let I want you guys to let me know if the comments where your prediction of where he goes, why does he go there, what do the other teams have to give up, and why do you think that potentially would make the team that's getting him a championship contender? I really want to know. Put that in the comment section if you can. Um, Now let's talk about Game Four of Thunder and Pacers. The Oklahoma City Thunder have tied the series at 2-2. Back tonight for Game Five. Game Four, incredible game. They outscored the Pacers 31-17 in the fourth after the Pacers outscored them in the first three quarters. Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Shea Gilgis Alexander, incredible, but also that damn Alex Caruso. Shea Gilgis, big, obviously with 35. I believe he had like 15 in the fourth. Jalen Williams, 27 points, wasn't as efficient, but got it done. Holmgren, 14 points, 15 boards, big time. Their defense late was incredible. They went back to the two bigs, but they still didn't play Hardenstein. I guess heavy minutes. They played him 21 minutes. The Pacers got off to a great start in this game, I felt like. And I thought there were at times in this third quarter that in the third quarter when they had got up 10, I thought if they open this up, I'm be like, what is OKC made of here? This 10-point lead, what were they made of here? And they showed you what they're made of. Grit, determination. The fact that they're able to go 3 of 16 from 3 and win a basketball game is incredible. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about the free throws. I believe it was a ref show by both teams. Obviously, people are looking at the play where Shea Gilgis Alexander pushes off and travels. That one was obviously egregious, but I can go back to a lot of plays here where the Thunder probably got jobbed on a call or two and saying that should have been a foul call. The Pacers get away with one. I can also look at some calls and say, for the Pacers, like, yes, Halliburton went to the rim, got knocked down. He was not called on the turnover late in the game. Dort pushed him with two hands. That should have been a foul. But ultimately, the Pacers had their opportunity to win the game, and they just didn't do it. Down the stretch, they faltered. Miles Turner has given them nothing. Neesmith was not as good as he was last game. Siakam was good, but not as efficient. I thought Obi Toppin played well for them coming off the bench, but after that, those kind of Benedict Mathurin. You come in and you go 1 for 4 from the free throw line. You're a 90% free throw shooter late in the game. You're missing free throws and all that. Like the Pacers did so many things in this game to where, yes, was it a ref show? Absolutely. Is Scott Foster an abomination? Is he terrible for the sport? Absolutely. And I will not fight you on that. What I will fight you on is both teams shot over 30 free throws. And the Thunder, when it came down to it, they executed. Wait, mainly on the defensive end, while the Pacers did not. Rick Carlisle defended Scott Foster. Look, do what you will. I'm not. Look, he got somebody kicked out for calling him Donahue. I thought that was pretty funny. Uh, Also, I do feel like if you're asking me personally, do I feel like the league and Scott Foster rigged games? Absolutely. You thought I was gonna say no? Absolutely. Do I think this game was rigged? I'm not gonna go that far because I don't know. But if you're gonna sit up here and tell me that they don't call Scott Foster to try to extend series, you're wrong. Whenever Adam Silver wants a series to be extended, that's who they call. That's why they call him the extender. That's why that's his nickname is the extender. So I just wanted to say that in terms of the refereeing, I thought the refereeing obviously was terrible for both sides, but I thought OKC was able to weather the storm. When you're up double figures in the NBA Finals game, that's not a refereeing. You got to win that game. The Pacers did not win that game. The Thunder went and took that game. So props to them. Alex Caruso was big time on the defensive end. 5 steals, 20 points, was getting back cuts for open layups. He was driving to the rim, getting fouled. He made a big time three in the corner when they were trying to come back. I think Rick Carlisle made a mistake. I think Rick Carlisle should have played his bench more. I think Shep should have played more. I think Matherin should have played more. Think McConnell should have played more. Obi played 29 minutes, which I'm surprised he played that many minutes, if I'm being completely honest. He played obviously in main 6 guys and it didn't really work. So get him out of here. It didn't really work. So look, they've had days to prepare. Game 5 tonight is going to be very interesting because 2-2, a lot of people say OKC's going to blow the doors off Indiana in a game 5. I don't think that's the case. I think this is going to be a really back and forth game. I think Indiana has found a way to kind of not necessarily not necessarily like stop OKC's defense, but I think they figured out a way to kind of just they figured it out in some sense with the pick and rolls and the high screen and rolls and some of these DHO actions. But I say this, and the Thunder did a nice job, but I don't think the Thunder consistently are going to stop the Pacers in this series. I really don't. I really don't. But in terms of game 5 tonight, look, what are the keys? The keys, 3-point shooting. That's going to be massive. Obviously, if the Pacers may pack the paint if you can't make threes again. And look, yes, you won the game, but you're gonna have to be better in the 3-point department. In terms of that, uh, obviously, if you're the Pacers, your offense cannot get stagnant. Players have to keep moving. You're gonna have to rely on your bench, and your bench is gonna have to be big time. You cannot let the Thunder go on a big run. If they even get 5 straight, Rick timeout, or they're gonna need a big bucket. Whenever there is a big time run, there has to be a response. If you're Indiana, because you're on the road here, you do not want this game to get out of control. Obviously, it's going to be key. What's going to be key is to start. The start is going to be crucial. Obviously, the Pacers, both teams are going to feel confident. Obviously, because the Thunder just came off of a win and they've won at home, and the Pacers are going to come in and feel confident, saying, "Hey, we let one slip. Also, we've won here before. We've been a great road team in the playoffs. Why not? Let's do it again." They took two road games in every series. Can they take a road? This will be the second. Can they do it? I don't know. I don't know. I did pick the Pacers, even though before that, I was kind of uh in the boat with everybody else that it was series will be tied at 2-2. It ultimately is tied at 2-2. It's now best of three. Whoever wins this game tonight obviously is gonna have the upper hand. If the Pacers win this game tonight, boy, game 6, that because you have to close it out in game 6 if you win tonight. If you somehow win tonight, you have to. There's no other excuse. You have to. I would probably bet good money that this is going 7, which I don't think we haven't had a game 7 in the NBA finals since I believe 2016. I believe 2016 was the last time we had a game. Yeah, 2016 was the last time we had a game 7 in terms of the NBA finals. So I believe it may go 7. But if the Pacers win tonight, if they want to win the championship, it has to go 6. Because the Thunder don't have to win a road game. They can win tonight and then lose game 6. They don't have to win a road game to win a series. Pacers, if they win tonight, I feel like they have game 6 is a must win because obviously you win series, but then the championship, I don't think you want to go back game 7. If you're the Thunder here, game 5, I feel like it's a must win kind of for you as well because do you really want to be in a situation where you have to go and win another road game in that environment? I don't think so. So again, this game tonight is fascinating. It's obviously the pace is going to be another big thing. Look, these have been the two best teams of basketball since January 1. This game's going to be fantastic tonight, and I cannot wait to watch it. All right, this has been your episode of the Don't Argue with the Facts podcast. I've been your host, Noah Love. And until next time, see ya.